Hey guys, welcome to AndroGuider. So in this video we will be having a brief overview of the CandySix ROM. So as you can see that this ROM is based on Android Marshmallow 6.0.1. It comes in with the June 1 security patch, and this is CandySix 3.0 and this is an unofficial build. The build date is 11th of July. The SC Linux status of the stock kernel is at permissive by default. So we'll get into the customizations now, and notice then this ROM is based on AOSP. So first of all, we have the animation settings. Under system animations, you can prevent app overrides if you want to. Then we have the activity open animation, activity close, task open, task close, move to front, move to back, wallpaper open, wallpaper close, wallpaper intro open, and wallpaper intra close. So as I've also mentioned previously many a times, all of these animation settings have the same options, so you can just view the options you get for one of them. Then in the end you can customize the animation duration too. Then we have the toast animations. So these are the toast animations, and slide right. So you can view the list of configurations which you get in here. Then we have the list view animations, and these are the options which you have. Then we have the power menu animations, and in the end we have the scrolling cache. Then we have the app circle bar. So if you want to quickly know what app circle bar is, so this is the trigger region. Whenever you click on this blue color trigger region, a certain number of apps which you have selected from the included apps region, I just quickly selected some apps for demonstration purposes. So whenever you click tap on this blue colored region, circular arc will pop up, and from in here you can view all the apps which you had selected. And if you want to open any app, then you can just tap on that, and then you can obviously customize the trigger width, position, and height. Then next up we have the button settings. So guys, my device only has the power menu, the power key, and the volume rocker keys. So if you're using a device which has other hardware keys such as the home button, the search button, and the menu button, then maybe you would be having more settings in the buttons option in here. But by default I only have the volume rocker settings, so we'll get into them now. So if you want to reorient the volume keys when the device is rotated, you can do that. You can use the volume rocker keys to awake your device, playback control, and you can use the volume down key to enter the silent mode, and the volume up key to enter the to exit the do not disturb mode. So this is a really very good feature we have in here. Well, so okay, so after, say, this is the minimum volume, and again when you press volume the volume down key after the minimum volume, then the device will straight away go into the silent mode. And when I just press the volume up key, you will see that it exits the do not disturb mode. So it's as simple as that. Again, I am seeing this feature for the first time, and it was not enabled by default. And then next up we have the display settings. We have the brightness level, adaptive brightness, theme. Again, this is the light theme which is being used currently, and anytime when the theme is changed, the device will obviously rotate. Sorry, there would be a system UI force close, and in fact then the system UI will restart, and then you will be again able to use your device, because it is always doing a system UI restart whenever you are changing the theme from light to dark or vice versa. So this is the light theme, and this is the dark theme, and again as you will see that there will be a system UI restart. And then if you want to have an automatic theme in, automatic one will toggle on and off between the light and the dark theme, depending upon the time of the day. So during the daytime it will be at light, and during the night time it will go back to the the dark theme. So the dark theme is lighter on your eyes in the night, so that's the main purpose behind that. Then you can change the wallpaper, rotation settings, sleep timeout, press the power button twice to launch the camera without awaking your device. Then you have the daydream mode, cast mode, expanded desktop, font size. We have the dash mode columns in here. Then if you want to have the tile view tile show the dashboard tiles in one line, you can do that, or in two lines. That's up to you. So again, if you want to see that feature, and then you can customize the category text size and the tiles text size. Okay, so that's how it looks like. And if uh, if you don't want it to be shown in, if you want everything to be shown in one line, then as you can see, that candy interface, that the words are just getting cut off a bit. So if you want to have the candy interface to be shown in, the words candy and interface to be shown in two separate lines, then you can enable that two line feature. Just turn this on, and you can see that now candy interface appears in two lines. Then we have the LCD density, so you can change back to the stock values, or you can just change to whatever you like. You can enter custom layout too, or these are the options from which you can choose from. So that it's a really very long range. I suppose my device wouldn't even support the 560 variant, but anyways, you can also enter custom layout if you want to, and then when you press OK, it will do a soft reboot to implement that density. Then we have the screen wake options. So if you want to use the if you want your device to get awake automatically when the device is lifted, just as we had in the Moto X 2013 version, then you can do that. So it's a really very handy feature. And then we have the double tap to wake feature to lift to wake, and we also have the screenshot crop and share feature. So if you guys just want to quickly see the screenshot crop and share feature. Okay, so it also has the swipe down three finger gesture to take a screenshot. That is under the gestures option. I'll be covering up that too. So I had covered up this feature in the Dirty Unicorns ROM review too. So first of all, if you want to crop the screenshot, then you have to use this option, and then you can select the how it should be cropped. Either it can be cropped in the form of a rectangle, or if you want to have a square with circular edges, or a rectangle with circular edges, or if you want to just crop a circular region, the rest of the parts might be just they might just get blurred. Then that's completely up to you. Then you can just check this, or if you want to just reset the screenshot back to default, you can press the reset icon. And then if you want to write anything on the screenshot, okay, so you can do that from in here. And then you can have custom colors too, say red, and then black maybe, but black won't be visible, I suppose. So you can use different colors for that. And in the end, we have the blurred feature. But I noticed that the blurred feature is not working properly. You need to what the blurred this feature, what it does is it allows you to select a region or a section of the screenshot, which will then appear blurred after you have implemented this feature. But currently, as you can see, that I am not able to select any feature at all, even when I am using two fingers. But so this is a bug, which obviously I will report back to the developer, and let's see, maybe they can fix maybe he can fix it in the next build. And this is just the first build, and it's in fact a testing build. So there are some bugs, and if you would have noticed, then the RIL is also not working properly. And I had tried a clean flash 3 times, and RIL is not working, but the Wi-Fi is definitely working. So you just can't use the calling feature and etc. But I'm just doing this ROM overview just to cover up the features which the ROM has to offer. And in your case, might be if you are using a different device, then the RIL might be working, but on my Sprout 4 device, the RIL was not working properly. Then if you want to delete the screenshot, you can hit this bin feature, and if you want to save or share it, then you can select those respective icons too. So that's all what we have in the display settings. And as you can see that the the tap to wake and lift to wake feature just got disabled by default. Again, I don't know why that is happening, but I had enabled them, and when just I go back to the display settings, they get disabled by default. So maybe they would be supported on specific devices which have that feature, or might be another bug. Then next up we have the gesture settings. So you have double tap to sleep on the navigation bar, status bar, and in the end we have the 3-finger gesture, which I just used to take a screenshot. Then we have the lock screen settings. So if you want to have a middle lock screen shortcuts in, then you can do that. And if you want to quickly view how to use these, I will just quickly select some random apps. Okay, so if you want to the help menu, then to add a shortcut, select the add icon. Once a shortcut is added, select the row. Selecting the row will change the target, while selecting the icon will bring up the customization options. So to remove a shortcut, swipe the row horizontally left to right. Reorder a shortcut in the list by vertically dragging the anchor on the left, and then that's completely up to you. So if you want to delete the screen shortcut, you can just swipe it away. And if you want to adjust the configure that its position, you can just hold on this drag handle and configure its position. Okay, so say if I just want to open the clock, then I need to double tap on that, and only then it will work. A single tap won't work. You need to double tap on the app icon on the lock screen to enable the app from the lock screen. Then you can configure the bottom lock screen shortcuts. Then we can also have you can invert the ambient display notifications will show as inverted. Use for light or stock theme, that's completely up to you. And then if you want to show the clock and date in the status bar, then you can do that from in here. The status bar, I'm talking about the showing the clock and date in the status bar in the on the lock screen. So just show that to you. So as you can see that it is being shown there, and you can customize various aspects of that to right, center, or left. Then AM, PM, small font size, normal font size, date. Again we have some font size option. We have various style option, date style options in here too, and then you have the various date formats. And if you want to have a look at them, this is all what we have. Then you can customize the lock screen clock font too. Again, these are the options which you get. Then we have, if you want to have a maximum number of notification, certain maximum number of notification on the lock screen, you can do that. Charging current, music visualizers, and if you want to show them, then you can customize its color too. Then we have the lock screen weather. So I'll get in lock settings now. And as for me, Yahoo weather was not working, so I had to use open weather map just to enable that. Okay, let's see if it shows up now. And there you see, so presently it is raining in Delhi, and so it's a open weather map is working. Yahoo weather is not working, so you will need to switch to open weather map if you want to show the lock screen weather. Then we can if you want to show the location on the lock screen too, then you can do that. We have various icon packs from which you can choose from, and then colorize all icons, and then you can customize the colors of the text and the icons. And if you want to see how the lock screen then looks like, this how it will look like. And then in the end you can customize the lock screen wallpaper. Then next up we have the battery bar settings. You can choose the location of the battery bar, top of the status bar, top of the navigation bar, or at the bottom of the navigation bar. Then we have the battery bar styled. Regular one is aligned to the left, and center mirrored one is symmetrical right about the center of the screen. And then if you want to show the charging animation in, you can do that. And then we have the battery bar color, thickness too. Then next up we have the navigation settings. So if you want to have the candy pipe control in, so I don't use pie controls, but if you want to have a look at the options which we have, so these are the options which you have in pie targets, pie color settings, then we have the pie size, pie gravity, pie style, pie angle, and the item gap. Then we have the navigation bar settings. So if you want to enable or disable the on-screen navigation bar, you can do that. Then we have this is nothing but this the dirty unicorns this is the dirty unicorn interface package. So if you want to use that, then we have smart bar and fling gesture in here, and for the smart bar settings we have button touch animations, ripple or spring, then input method action. This is what we get where then we have the context, buttons layout, position, right or left, you can configure that. And then when you just start the smart bar editor, then these are the options which you get. So you can customize the single tap and the double tap and the long press actions of the any button, back, home, or the recent key. Or if you want to customize any of these icons, then you can do that. And then you can add an additional button to the navigation bar too, and similarly you can customize it single tap, double tap and long press actions. And then if you want to add or remove any icon, you can do that. And if you want to cancel it or finish it, that's completely up to you. And when you will just press on this reset icon, it will take you back to the default layout. Then if you want to have a look at the fling gesture interface, then these are the settings which you have in the fling mode: right short swipe, long swipe, left long swipe, right swipe up, left swipe up, single tap left, double tap right, and long press actions. Everything can be customized. Logo image, ripple color, gesture trails, and then we have the long swipe threshold in the end, so, and long press delay too, so you can customize all that. Okay, so I will just go back into the navigation bar settings, and then I will enable the smart bar, which I personally prefer to use. Then we also have pulse. So pulse is nothing but these are beautiful graphical lines which appear in the navigation bar when you are listening to an audio track or playing a video. So if you want to show pulse, then you can do that, and you can configure its color to turn on lava lamp. So recently in the dirty unicorns interface package, we had some additional options too, such as the bar width, bar spacing, block size, block spacing, etc., and all that stuff. But maybe that we'll getting all that features in the next build of CandySix. And then we can customize the portrait height and the landscape width of the navigation bar, and we have the left-handed mode in the end. Then we have the notification panel and quick setting tiles. So you can force expand notifications if you want to show the weather in the quick settings panel, and it is being shown right in there. And then if you want to show the brightness slider, quick pull down, and if you want to configure the tiles, so these are the tiles which we have by default, and these are tiles which you can add on. So these are the options which you get. Then if you want to enable enlarge the first row, vibrate on touch, show 4 tiles per row, advanced location settings, disable quick settings on the lock screen. And then you need to if you want to, you can configure the quick settings, shade, transparency, and the header transparency. Then next up we have in the end we have the time contextual headers, and this is obviously the the nature header pack in the time contextual headers. And then next up we have the sound and notification settings. So if you want to get a notification when the battery is fully charged, you can do that. Volume steps is present in here, and then if you want to prevent audio ducking whenever a notification arrives, it won't. Then just decrease the volume of the if you are listening to any audio track or you are playing a video, then that volume won't be decreased. Then on the other sounds, tone, screen locking sounds, charging sounds, touch sounds, screenshot sounds, vibrate on touch. And then we have the other sounds. the advanced options, and this is where you will find the less frequent notification sounds. And so if you want to adjust the notification light or the battery light, then you can do all that stuff in here too. Then in the end we have the power menu settings. So these are the options which you have a lot of options in here to choose from, and this is how the power menu looks like. So great number of options in here too. And of course, if you want to prevent this scrolling, I have always mentioned that too, you just need to decrease the DPI, and this will work then. Next up we have the recent settings. So if you want to show the memory bar, the search bar, then we also have the clear all button, and we have the 6 location pack of the clear all button. If you want to include the foreground task when clearing all the recently used apps, then you can include that. Then we also have the full screen resense in multi-window mode if you want to enable that. Then we have the slim resense panel, and if you want to have a look at the options which we get in here, then these are the options which we have. I'll just turn them off. Yeah. Then we also have the omni switch recents, so if you want to use that. Then we have the status bar settings in the end. First of all, we have the battery settings, so you can choose customize the battery icon, and these are the options which we have. Then if you want to show the battery percentage inside the icon or next to the icon, you can do that. Then you can configure the color of the battery icon too. Then we have the brightness control, carrier label if you want to have any custom carrier label in, and then if you want to show a custom carrier label on the lock screen, then you can do that from in here. Then again we have the notification icons. So if you want to hide the carrier label when a certain number of notifications are in there, then you can do that. Again, that's completely up to you. So this option is pretty handy, because if you are showing the carrier label, and along with that you have various notifications in, then sometimes your status bar just ends up getting clogged up, and that appears a bit ugly. So this is where this feature comes in, and it is a pretty handy tool to have. And then you can in the end customize the logo, the color of the carrier label. Then we have the clock and date settings. So if you want to show the clock and date, you can do that. Then you can customize its color to alignment, right, center or left, AM, PM if you want to show that. Again, I will just show them quickly to you. You can see the changes in the top right corner, small font size and the normal font size. And then if you want to show the date, you can do that. These are the various styles which we have. This is the lowercase one, this is the uppercase one, and this is the normal one. And then we have these date formats. Then if you want to show or hide any icons from the status bar, then you can do that. Suppose at the moment I have the Wi-Fi icon is being shown in the status bar, and when I will disable it, it goes away from the status bar, and when I just check that back in, it reappears. So you can do similarly that with the other icons too. And then if you want to show or hide the super user indicator, you can do that. Then we have the network traffic settings, so you can show the outgoing traffic, incoming traffic, or both of them. Then you can customize its color, display unit, update interval, auto hide the network arrows when there is no data exchange going on, and then we have the inactivity threshold in the end. So that's all what we have in Candy interface. Then this home comes in with the CM theme engine, and it's great to see that. Then we have kernel orator too. So I'll just quickly go back to settings, and then we have the battery settings. So as this home is based on AOSP, you can always enable the battery saver whenever you want to. Then next up we have the if you guys want to see how much storage is being occupied, then this is only for Sprout for users who want to know that. So, but if you are not using an Android One device, then you can just ignore this. Then next up we get the security settings. So you can configure the screen lock type, message, unknown sources is checked in by default, and with unknown sources, I would also like to mention you that you can directly install any app from the from directly within the documents folder. You can just quickly install any app from the documents folder itself. Then that's all what we have in the end. Then we do also get privacy guard, so it's a really very handy feature, and I have made a separate video for that, just to may prevent all these videos from becoming a bit longer when I will just go on explaining what is privacy guard and how you can use that. So I will link down I will give you guys a link of that video too below in the description. So if you want to check out on how you can use privacy guard to prevent certain apps from accessing your personal data, and how you can use privacy guard to save your battery too, then you can check out that video. Then in the end, so the developer options are not enabled by default, and you need to tap on the build number 7 times to do that. And so root access is disabled by default, and if you want to enable, then you need to use apps and ADB. Then Android debugging is also not checked in by default, so if you want to be on a safer side, and Titanium backup also requires the Android debugging permission, so just make sure that you check in that. And then we have the animation settings in here. Multi-window mode is present in here too. It was present in Candy interface too. And then we don't have the kill app back button, obviously, because we get the dirty unicorns interface package in. And if you want to customize the long press back button to kill an app, then you can do that from there itself. If you're using the smart bar, then you can do that from the smart bar editor. And the stock launcher has only one setting, that is to allow the rotation of the launcher. And as far as the widgets are concerned, then we don't get any widgets which are specific to the room. In fact, power control is also not present in. Then wallpapers, so these are the wallpapers which we have, and face beam is the only live wallpaper in here. And we get audio effects, browser, stock camera, kernel oider, omni switch, gallery, super SU. So basically super SU is showing, but if you want to be on the safer side, then you can also enable root access from down in the developer options too. So that's all. So that's what all I think that I have got for you guys in this video. And I had cut up the quick setting tiles too. So I hope that I have not missed on anything. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. And if you want to watch for more videos from my end, then you should definitely hit down on that subscribe button. And if you like this video, then do it on the thumbs up button too. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a nice day.